Hello, I am the cartoonist M. Rashid. This cartoon was inspired from watching the ADOS movement rise and being hopeful that they will achieve, what we want them to achieve, you know. But it also was inspired by watching the historical record of how the bad guy moves, you know. So the other day we talked about Hollywood and how Hollywood has already, while we watched with the rise of the MCU franchise, we watched Hollywood break the model of the and music. We watched, you know, the big entertainment monopolies. We've watched them break the model that enables individual artists to build up the wealth and platforms to threaten the monopolies. You know, they're breaking that. They're changing the model so that they can dictate the terms of how that wealth is moved. It doesn't benefit the mega corporate to allow a celebrity factory, a wealthy celebrity factory, to come up out of there anymore. They don't like that. That's what Coppola and I were complaining about. That model, that era is over. So that's how the 1% operate. They use their unlimited deep pockets and their teams of strategists and how I'm going to protect my dominant economic position in the long term. How am I going to do that? You know, so that's how they do it. They order the tools, where they water down the tools and socially engineer us to see that stuff differently. So one of my pet peeves is to watch people talk that type of stuff. Like, we might as well not vote and sit and voting out and stuff like that. The same thing that Antonio and Yvette gripe about when people say that dumb shit. It's painful. That's what waking up, being woke, conscious of what you need to do in order to group economic uplift. If you don't know, then when you talk it, like, and everybody has that to their own degrees of where they are in their individual walks and study and stuff. People will say stuff, I'm sure, say crazy stuff that sounds right to me in the moment, and then my people are like, everybody. So, but inside of that space, we need to be open-minded. And I was talking to like one of the activist ladies in Twitter the other day, and she was like, if I have like issues with something, I'll just quietly walk away. I'm not gonna like try to sabotage everything, and but not everybody is like has that kind of integrity in that space in them. A lot of people are like so broken that they like have the criminal element in their heart, you know, and that festers and it comes out as only like a hater, you know. I'm not gonna be a part of it, then I'm gonna break it. We've been dealing with that stuff for a minute. So the strategy of maintaining the 1% and how they do it. So we have the tools for how you can be successful by working the political machine for your group that's in place. But we see how politicians act right now in general. The ones that, if you're not sophisticated and don't know how to move that stuff around, then it looks like it's just, it's moving without you, and, and they're just dancing and playing with money, where the people who know what they know, who are in it, who are enfranchised, they know where to move their like funds at, and who to talk to, and where to put their pressure at, and they get stuff done while you watch them do it, So using, like, us coming together and using the tools of politics to get what we need is what ADOS is all about. And if we're not doing that, then we're wrong. You know, there's no real excuse for not doing it, because other words, the unthinkable will happen if we don't. We take a lot of stuff for granted. There's going to be Netflix and chill forever. Stuff is going to happen. There's people who are outside of wherever you sit who are much more worse off than you. And it's pretty much the bulk of our group. So if we don't actively work to fix it, nobody is going to save us. We have to do it. Nobody saved us before. It was we who picked up the rifle and got poor training from, angry Union soldiers who disagreed that the slaves should be able to fight in a war. We're the ones who did that work to get that war fought and won. So if we don't do it, it's not going to happen. The Union was losing that war, remember? And all the rudimentary freedoms we have right this second came from that war. So if we don't do it, if we don't get up and help the ADOS Foundation make those political moves, then we'll be smashed. Our enemies will shovel us back into slave raw. So, for our own good, we need to fight the good fight. Peace.